ended up being 37 million. Are so unbelievable.
This is Ina Kanoyer, 47 years old. Regarding the murder of her boyfriend, 51-year-old Stephen Riley, the murder occurred in 2023 in Minot, North Dakota. She thought had put her in his $35 million will, so she decided to kill him in order to collect her money earlier than scheduled.
I wish I was there. I wish I was with him every second of the day that day.
When paramedics and officers arrived at the scene, Ina told them her boyfriend was suffering from a heat stroke, which would be recorded on body cam and used to catch her in a lie during the interrogation. In the end of this chilling confession, you will find out which sentence she got.
I guess the son is on his way here. Okay.
So when did he find out about this inheritance?
I want to say 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Okay.
But it could have been sooner because, you know, days kind of run into each other.
So what is the inheritance? I know you had shown that first day Lieutenant Dake and I came, you showed us kind of that letter that was on Steve's phone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's the inheritance? That was the letter? Okay.
And he was talking to an actual lawyer, I guess.
Okay.
From London.
So this lawyer reached out to him and said he's...
I guess. I don't even know how he found out about it.
Okay.
If he found out about it, you know, doing a background check on him, seeing if anybody owes him money, you know,
Okay.
back pay, you know, lost check somewhere where he used to work somewhere. I honestly, I have no idea. It just appeared, you know, and he showed it to me one day.
The letter.
Like, yeah. And he wanted me to have a copy to make sure, you know, if something ever happened to him. And he was reading that the money wasn't cursed or whatever. He's like, every single person that went for the Riley money over there,
Yeah.
even this 21-year-old, had passed away.
What do you mean? I guess the inheritance had been left for other people too, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, is it cursed? And people that go after it are dying? He's like, I don't know, maybe. I was like, well, then don't go after it. How silly is that, you know? Just go get a real job. Don't worry about it.
How much money was it?
It ended up, it was supposed to be 17 million.
Okay.
And some odd hundreds.
Okay.
17,500,000, something like that.
Okay.
But with all the property sold off, it ended up being 37 million.
So there was cash and then the properties were sold.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know this was from a family member?
And I gave it to Brian. The paperwork
Okay.
that I printed out to make sure, you know, I have some, just in case something did happen to him, I could give to his son to track it down or whatever.
So
I gave all the information
who was it supposed to be coming from? Who was the family member?
God, without his phone, Marcus something Riley,
Okay.
I want to say.
Was that a brother or
Uncle.
That was an uncle. Okay. Did he live
In Ireland.
Okay. Had he ever talked about Marcus before? Did he even know he had an uncle? Marcus?
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, he said he had family all over.
Okay.
So I honestly.
So the paperwork that you gave Ryan, didn't say anything in there about the family member or anything like that? Or did
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ryan has all that paperwork now?
I should have it on his phone.
Okay. How did you send it to him?
I thought you guys gave him his phone. Steve's phone.
You said that you gave Ryan all this paperwork.
The
did you
property
give
from
it?
Wes.
Okay, how did you... Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
not this information on this inheritance.
No.
Does Ryan have anything about this inheritance? Does he have any paperwork on that? So what paperwork did you give Ryan? I was under you said that you were going to give him paperwork in case something happened to Steve, that you were going to give him
the property, that he was buying from Wes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. When I had my phone, I showed Ryan.
You showed Ryan what?
Yeah, the inheritance.
Okay.
And what to look up on Steve's phone when you gave him his phone.
Okay.
Okay? And where to go to look for it.
Okay.
Okay? And Steve was buying Wes's property. And I gave Ryan the paperwork for that.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha. How much was the property?
What I read on it, it was $1,500,000.
Now, consider the sheer scale of the fantasy. In the midst of a life defined by poverty, odd jobs, and a rundown apartment, Ina casually mentions a $1.5 million property deal. This isn't a modest dream. It's a gargantuan leap into unreality. This moment reveals the depth of the delusion she either bought into or more likely helped to construct. It shows the inflated value of the fictional inheritance, a value high enough to motivate drastic actions and high enough to make others like Wes hover like vultures. The number itself is a psychological clue.
So he was going to buy that property with inheritance money, not now. Okay. Okay. And that paperwork Ryan has.
Yeah. But I can't even show you.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I don't know what the heck happened to my phone the day I got the job at the motel. This is the day I lost my phone, or it was lifted, one of the two.
Okay.
Because it was in my back pocket when I was walking, and when I sat down on the couch, I realized it wasn't there anymore. So, when I finally got to the apartment, I sat down, realized my phone wasn't there.
So why don't we talk about the weekend that Steve ended up becoming sick and passing? What happened that weekend? What was he doing? That was Labor Day weekend.
Mostly drinking beer. The night before, he wanted to get a good night's sleep. But,
He was drinking.
Chad.
Hang on. He was drinking beer which night, or was that the whole weekend?
That's pretty much the whole weekend.
Okay.
He got a case of beer from Wes and some food from the Max food bank that Wes brought him, and a case of beer
Okay.
for his birthday. And then Link brought him a case of beer and Fireball for his birthday.
When was his birthday?
But nobody showed up on the week of his birthday.
Okay.
So they started showing up when they thought the lawyer was going to show up.
Okay.
Like Lucas.
Okay.
So
So this, I might go back to the money real quick.
okay.
He tells you, hey, somebody just reached out to me about this money, and I have a large inheritance I'm gonna get. Where was the money? Where was the money supposed to be, I guess?
In the bank.
Okay.
Whatever bank I showed you,
That
area.
Swiss bank,
Yeah.
Arab bank. Okay. So it was foreign. The uncle's foreign, and the money is in a foreign account.
Yeah.
And so how is he going to get the money? What was the plan?
Well, the lawyer guy wanted to give him to get a bank account
The lawyer.
originally,
Okay. So he wanted.
so he could
to get a
just
bank
deposit it into his
Okay.
bank account.
account? Okay.
It couldn't be nobody else's bank account,
Sure.
according to the lawyer.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I can give you a few bucks, you know, because I think I was just broke my ankle working for Arby's. So I told him, I can give you a couple bucks.
Okay.
No, I got my tax return.
Okay.
Tax return.
So what do you, and that's to put money in to open an account?
For him.
Okay.
In his name only.
Okay. So he needed a couple bucks to open the bank account.
Yeah.
You gave him some money. So he did open a bank account?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
Because that's when the lawyer said I need to come and physically come, see you, to write over the name or whatever,
Okay.
transfer over the money.
Did you ever hear Steve talking to the lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Did they talk over the phone?
Yep.
And through message?
Yep.
Okay. Was the lawyer foreign as well? Was he
English.
He was English. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he from England or
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't from the U.S. He was from somewhere else. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you remember his name? Did he ever mention
Richard.
his name? Richard. Okay. So Richard initially wants Steve to open a bank account. Do you remember when that was? How long ago that was? Roughly.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, was that like within a month, or was that earlier in the year?
Earlier in the year.
Okay, so it's been a little bit, and then
Around the same time I did my taxes.
okay. So springtime-ish, maybe. Okay. And Steve, we don't know if he ever ended up getting a bank account. We're not sure.
I know he sent him all his information, his social
Okay.
security, because I ended up getting his first ID. No, I paid to get his birth certificate so he can go get his ID and his social security.
Okay. So he was going to be sending this lawyer all of his personal information.
Yeah, and Link was there saying maybe I shouldn't have said it was the Richard scam that's been going around, and he might have done it to himself, and that's what
Okay.
I was like, but he just went through that with his dad. His dad shot himself in the head with a shotgun.
Okay.
And I don't think he would want his kids, to go through what he went through.
Okay.
But then I could be wrong, he didn't want to face the fact that it was a scam.
But there was still arrangements that this lawyer was going to come, right?
Yeah.
So he was still probably under the impression.
And he was excited to go look for a job even if he didn't show up.
Okay.
So he was already planning ahead for once in his life,
Okay.
Instead of the spur of the moment
So this
type thing.
tax time, he's supposed to get a bank account, but then maybe that changes, and then the lawyer says, "I'm going to have
Yeah,
to
I
come
don't
there."
know. He kept going to his friends
Okay.
and talking through his friends to him.
The lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay. Who Steve was talking to?
Billy, Lynn, Kelly, and I don't know who else after that.
When you say he was talking to his friends, do you mean like for advice? Or?
No, when he smashed his phone or something or lost his phone, he'd actually talk to his lawyer through his friends' phones
Okay.
instead of an actual real lawyer, like I asked him to. If that makes any sense.
So you wanted Steve to get an attorney on his own and have the two attorneys.
That way they always have communication with each other, right?
Okay.
Instead of,
But
wondering
Steve didn't want to do
who
that.
could contact who,
Okay. So were you thinking like maybe Lynn and Billy and who else was it? Kelly, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you thinking that they were leaving out information, like you wouldn't know what was going on if they're communicating with the lawyer, and then Steve would kind of be
behind his back, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
They're that type of people that would. Like I said, they're...
Were you communicating at all with the lawyer?
No.
Not at all.
I emailed him a couple times when Steve asked me to, can you tell him that I lost my phone or broke my phone, but the lawyer would not contact me back
Okay.
personally? That I'm his girlfriend, wife type thing.
Yep.
And he would like to contact you. Is there a way to contact you? You know,
And then
through
he-
legal means,
Yep.
like inheritance lawyer or something here.
Okay.
But he never. He all of a sudden the email disappeared, like it didn't exist.
The address? Okay.
hmm
How long ago was that? Do you remember?
Pretty
recent?
much when I told him he was in the hospital.
Okay.
It wouldn't go through Steve's phone.
Okay.
I told him, well, Steve's really sick in the hospital. I'll contact you through another lawyer
Okay.
to get a hold of his sons, because I know his sons were left most of it. And that's pretty much when the emails wouldn't go through anymore. It was saying it never existed.
Okay. Did Steve have a will?
With that lawyer, yes.
With this lawyer, the
Jared.
Richard?
Yes.
Okay. So Steve wrote up a will with
Yes.
this lawyer. Okay. Do we know
Where
the
he would
will
want
is?
it to go to, and
Okay.
most of it was supposed to go to his sons and his two sisters.
Okay.
And then he left me a little bit to live off of, he said.
Okay.
But I think I just wanted a car and then give the rest to his ex-wives, because they seriously deserve it.
Okay.
That's what I told Ryan. If you left me anything, just get me a car. That's all I ask.
Okay.
And then give the rest to your mom and Cheryl, because I don't want to see it.
So, have you seen this will, or how did you know that there was this will, and where the money was going? How were you?
I heard him talking to the lawyer.
You heard Steve talking to the lawyer about it, making the arrangements.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was actually looking forward to bringing his sisters some of the money too.
Were they close?
No,
Okay.
no. But they were Riley's, what he said, you know.
Okay.
Um,
Was it close?
he was
to
gonna
any
play
family?
a mean Ed McMahon game. Joke.
Oh,
Big
like a
cardboard box. He was gonna hire somebody to take a big cardboard box, saying you're a millionaire, and then give him $1 while he's laughing around the corner.
Oh.
That's what he wanted. That's what he was looking forward to do, and I'd actually like to see it now.
Okay.
You know, I thought it was mean at the time. I was like, that's really mean.
So he was estranged from his family.
Yeah.
He didn't have a good relationship with them. Okay.
No.
So he was gonna
Yeah.
play a joke on it, like a
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Was he really gonna give them any money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He had the real check in his hand, laughing around the corner.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Steve for you. He was trying to think of something meaner than the Egg McMahon game,
Okay.
actually. But I'm like, you're so mean to your sisters.
Okay. So the weekend comes, and how does it get to? Is it starting to be that the lawyer is starting to give him like a time that he's coming to Minot?
Yeah.
When was the first time he was supposed to come here? Do you remember?
I want to. It's 29th, I think.
Okay.
I believe. Yes, 29th.
And he was gonna fly to Minot Airport? Okay.
Yeah. But he got emails saying he wasn't going to show up.
Okay.
That there's a contestant, somebody contesting it.
Oh, okay.
So he assumed it was his sisters.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much when he kept saying, I'm going to show up at this time. And Steve would ride down there, and he wasn't there. And then he'd get the email afterwards that he wasn't going to come until later, and then later.
Okay. So he's supposed to come on the 29th. What date is that? I need a calendar here as well. That was Tuesday, the 29th of August.
Yep.
So then, when is the next time? After he says, I can't make it the 29th, if someone's contesting it, when is it the lawyer supposed to come back? Do you know?
We didn't hear, Steve didn't hear from him pretty much the rest of that day.
Okay.
Because he was supposed to be there at like 11 in the morning.
Okay.
Or 9 in the morning, somewhere around there. And then he said he was going to show up that, I want to say Friday.
So Thursday.
Because it went into the holidays.
Okay. So Thursday would have been the
Yeah.
31st, or Friday would have been September 1st. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the lawyer says I'm going to come Thursday or Friday. And then what happens? Doesn't show?
Doesn't show.
Okay. No, did he email again, or just?
He emailed that he was going to show up. First it was Friday.
Okay.
And then the 3 different hours, was it 3 different hours? 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 8 o'clock Saturday, when, was it Saturday he got sick? Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday?
Because it was a holiday weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sunday. Yeah, you're right.
So Sunday, the lawyer, now the arrangements are, for sure, he's going to be here, supposed to be in the morning at 11, you said?
Yeah.
And then
2 o'clock.
Okay. So did he call and say, I can't, I have no, why didn't he come at 11, did he say?
I don't know.
Okay. Excuse me, I tickle.
I don't know. Then it was 8 o'clock.
So then 2 p.m.
that was
came.
pretty much it.
2 p.m. comes along and he didn't show up again, or did he
wasn't
email?
even there at the airport.
Okay.
So.
And then again, and now it's supposed to be 8 p.m.
Yeah.
He's coming in. Is he coming in on a regular flight? Like these are?
I think so, but I wasn't the one directly talking to him. Steve was.
Okay.
I
So did
think he
Steve
was talking through Wes at that point.
Okay. The
I
lawyer?
think, yeah. I'm not sure, 100% sure if it was Wes he was talking to. This guy through Wes or not. But that's...
But not Steve. He's not talking through Steve?
No, he was talking to Steve through somebody else.
Right,
like
so
Wes.
how come he wasn't talking to Steve?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I tried to find out, when I emailed him and found out the email wasn't real.
Okay.
Or it wasn't discontinued, or...
So when we're talking about Sunday at 11,
Yeah.
did Steve go to the airport at 11?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Wes's son stayed behind at the airport. Because that's when Steve started getting really, really sick. And I kept begging him to let me call the ambulance. And he's like, no, I'll be fine with some sleep.
So at 11 o'clock in the morning Sunday, the lawyer's supposed to show up, but Steve didn't go to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because he was really sick.
Okay. And someone else went in his place? What were they gonna do?
I don't know. It was Wes's son.
Okay. Do you know his name? What's his son?
I don't.
How did he know about the airport? Or any of them?
Because of the property. That's all Wes wanted, was the money for the property. Because apparently, I'm thinking there's something really wrong with the property, like taxes, or he's getting sued really badly for sexual harassment.
When you talk about West wanting money for you're talking the property, you're talking about the radar base?
Yeah.
Okay.
And another small property. I gave Ryan that paperwork. That's the paperwork I gave him. And I told him to vet it, get a lawyer and do the background check that I told Steve to do.
So how would Wes know that? Like, how is Wes going to meet this lawyer? Because Wes has nothing. He's not Steve.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was
did you
wondering
ask
the same
Steve,
thing.
like, why is...
Yeah, why is Wes involved in this?
Yeah, what did Steve say?
He's like, oh, it's just for the property. That's all he wants is the money for the property.
Was Wes trying to sell the property?
To Steve, yeah.
Did he approached him about selling it? Or does he just have it for sale, or?
It's been up for sale for a very long time.
Okay.
That's why I wanted it vetted and background checked. Because when I did the background check, after catching him in my living room, when I was taking a shower, when I first moved in at the radar base and Steve was in jail, he was standing in my living room. So I did a small background check and found out he's pretty close to being a pedophile, rapist type thing.
Wes is?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, he would have crossed the line if somebody hadn't have been there, type thing, you know.
Okay. But it's Wes's son that went to the airport on behalf of Steve.
Yes.
Okay, at 11. And then what happens? How does Steve learn that this guy doesn't show up? That the lawyer isn't there?
Wes was sitting there waiting for his son to call.
So Wes stayed at your apartment.
Yep.
Sunday from 11 until when?
After his son called and said he wasn't there, he pretty much left. Well, I kind of chased him out. I was like, well, I'm going to give the property papers to a lawyer to vet, and I'll have Steve contact the lawyer, contact you through the lawyer when he gets the money.
Okay. So,
and I don't want to see or hear from you again unless it's through his lawyer, if he wants that property or not.
You tell this to Wes?
Yes. I said, please leave. I'm going to give the paperwork for the property to the lawyer.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell Steve
Where's Steve at
to
this
give
point?
you the money. If he still wants property from you, to contact you through that lawyer.
Okay.
To have the lawyer give you the money.
Where is Steve at this time?
He's laying on the couch laughing that I was getting up into Wes's face.
He's on the couch.
Yeah.
And he's not
He
saying
basically
anything?
said, that's my babe.
He said what?
Basically, that's my babe.
Your babe? My babe? Okay, talking about you.
Yeah.
Meaning
Because I was
whatever you
kicking Wes
say.
out because all he
Okay.
wanted to know is when the lawyer was going to be there for his money.
Okay. So how long was Wes at the house? Like, how long did it take for his son to realize that
We were there-
the lawyer didn't show up?
We got back to the apartment, I want to say around 9-ish.
But this is at 11. You say this is Sunday at 11.
We went to the 8 o'clock appointment with Steve
In the morning.
and Wes and Link.
Wait, but I'm still on the 11 o'clock in the morning one. You
Oh.
said that Wes's son went there at 11.
No, that was 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, I thought that was Sunday at 11, 2, and 8, you said.
Oh.
So you said there was a morning one,
Yes,
and that was at 11.
yes, that's the one where he rode his bike to.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's not
He
when Wes was
physically
there.
rode there on his bike.
Okay.
At the 11 o'clock one. Wes drove us.
Well, hang on now. So Steve rode his bicycle to meet the lawyer
Yeah.
at 11,
Yeah.
and then came back to the apartment and said he didn't show up.
Yep.
Did he say the guy emailed him or called him or anything? Did he get anything?
He said he got an email that he was supposed to be there
Okay.
around 2 o'clock.
So it got changed from 11 to 2 now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens at 2 o'clock?
Everybody's pretty much there.
When you say everybody,
Billy,
okay.
Conrad, Link,
Okay.
and Wes.
And they're at your apartment?
Yeah,
Okay.
waiting for 2 o'clock.
Okay. And what happens then?
I finished helping him get dressed. I put him a belt on. And he got into Wes's car.
Okay.
And they stopped at the gas station at Senex for some iced tea.
This is at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's when he started getting really sick and really wobbly, and I kept begging him to go to the hospital. But Wes, I guess, talked Steve out of going to the hospital, and it was just heat stroke.
Here is a masterclass in deflecting responsibility. Ina vividly describes Steve's critical condition, really sick and really wobbly, and her own supposed pleas for medical help. But then, watch the pivot. She states that Wes, the suspicious property seller, is the one who dismissed it as just heat stroke. Psychologically, this is crucial. She places the agency for refusing care onto a third party and the victim himself. She is in the scene, she sees the emergency, but in her telling, the decision is made by others. This narrative distance allows her to appear concerned while avoiding any accountability for inaction during a medical crisis.
So we'll just finish this 2 o'clock thing at the airport.
Okay.
So do they go to the airport?
Yep.
And what happens?
There was nobody there. I ran around the whole airport screaming, "Is there a lawyer here for Stephen Riley? Stephen Riley sitting out in the car outside."
So you went to the 2 o'clock one with
Yeah.
everybody?
Yes.
Who rode with who?
I rode with Link,
Okay.
and he rode with Wes.
Steve rode with Wes?
Yes.
Did Billy, because you've got Billy and Conrad too, did they go as well?
No.
Okay. So just a couple of you went.
Yes.
Steve rides with Wes. Okay. And who stops at Senex for iced tea?
Wes and Steve.
Okay. Is it just those two?
Yes.
Okay. And then you and Link, you just meet them at the airport?
We followed him to the airport.
Followed. Okay, so you stopped at Senex as well?
Well, we got there right when they were pulling out the Senate
Okay.
type thing. You know, they got their iced tea
Okay.
because we were a couple minutes behind.
Okay. So then you all go to the airport. Where at the airport?
We went to not the main airport, but the smaller one first,
Okay.
because Wes and his son were sitting there. I mean, Wes's son was sitting there,
Okay.
waiting for Wes and Steve, and said this was the only airport coming in right now at 2 o'clock.
Okay. And
That's when he passed out. Steve passed out for the first time.
okay. Is he in the car?
Mm-mm.
He's outside.
Yeah. He was standing on the side of the car, and I turned around and he's on the ground.
Where is that? Are you guys like parked in the parking lot or?
Yeah, the small airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's called the charter
Okay.
airport. I don't know.
Like for the private flights?
Yeah.
Okay. So Steve is on the ground. Is he breathing?
Yes.
Okay. Is he awake?
We woke up
Okay.
after I stuck some ice cubes on. I stuck some ice cubes in my hands and I stuck it on his neck right here, and that's pretty much when he woke up and started spinning around, going, "What the hell happened?" And then I tried to put some ice cubes in his armpits, you know, cool him down even faster, hopefully.
Okay.
And that's when I started begging, "Can I please call the ambulance, take you out, ambulance?" And Wes started saying, "There's a ambulance bay right here, fire department ambulance."
Okay.
I was like, "I just want him to go to the hospital. He's like, "But there's an ambulance bay right there."
Yeah.
Who said that?
Wes.
Wes.
Yeah. And his son was saying, "Oh, it's just heat stroke. My wife just went through it this morning." I was like, "Nah, that's not good."
So how we do? There's an ambulance there, Wes says, but then what happens? He doesn't.
Yeah, we don't. I listened to Steve and the other two saying, "Just take him home and try to get him cool." And But Steve's like, no, we gotta go check the other airport first. So we went to the bigger airport.
Okay.
That's when I ran around the whole airport screaming for Jared, lawyer guy, looking for Steve.
That was at the main airport?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like, there's nobody there. I even approached a couple people asking, lawyer guy? They're like, nope, no lawyer.
Where's Steve? Where was Steve
I
during that time?
Begged Steven to at least go on home, sitting on the couch and drink some water and calming down, or getting some cold towels wrapped around him. Because again, I thought his son was right that it was heat stroke. But
Where was Steve at when you were in the airport looking for the lawyer?
in Wes's car. Wes had it off, and I kept begging him to turn the air conditioner on and pointing it straight at Steve. But he kept arguing about leaving his car on with the air conditioner running. And he kept asking about the lawyer.
So that's 2 o'clock.
Yes.
And the lawyer, again, doesn't show up. Is Steve getting emails from him?
I don't know.
Okay. So we don't know.
That's pretty much when Wes kept complaining about the lawyer.
What was he saying?
That Steve needs to tell him how to get they has to get a hold of the lawyer, see if he's coming in at 8. And I think that's pretty much when I told Wes to shove the lawyer up his ass.
Okay.
And we'll contact you through a lawyer if he decides to buy the place.
Okay.
But
So what do you think is wrong with Steve at this point?
Huh?
Like, why? What do you think is wrong with Steve? Why is he sick?
I thought they were right. It was heat stroke.
Okay.
Because he wasn't puking yet, and it was like finally kind of sleeping in and out.
Steve was?
He'd sleep for a little bit, and then he'd wake up, drink some water, go pee, sleep on the couch, wake up.
Okay. Was he complaining that he wasn't feeling well?
No.
He didn't say anything about it.
No, he just, like the last time he had it wasn't heat stroke.
Okay.
I actually called the ambulance last time he was this coherent.
Okay.
How long ago was that?
It was that, I want to say 6 months, but it could have been longer. But he accidentally grabbed on to a cup. It was when he was working on Jim's car. I ended up having to call the ambulance. He wouldn't let me, but I called it anyways. And he kind of finally confessed that he accidentally drank some kind of fluid.
And that was about 6 months ago, you said?
It could have been longer.
Okay.
Could have been a year ago. Everything runs with my brain injury. Everything kind of smooshes and
Did he say what he might have accidentally drank?
I don't know. I don't remember. It had to be on the medical records.
Okay.
Because the doctor came to me and said, "Did you know he drank this by accident?" I was like, I had no clue.
The doctor say what they thought what they thought he had drank?
Not back then.
No.
No.
Okay.
And then that he accidentally drank it. are you sure he didn't do it deliberately? Type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't think he's suicidal.
Right.
I could see him doing it on a dare against somebody, you know.
Where was he working on that car at?
In his garage.
Okay, the one at the apartment there?
Yeah. He was stumbling around like that. I don't know.
Okay. Is that the only other time that
Yeah.
that's something like that's happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, when he drank vodka, when we were living in Williston, I made him quit drinking vodka. He mixed vodka and water so he could drink at work. And he ended up passing out and smashing it. He cracked his skull open, put a big V in his forehead.
Okay.
I mean his skull. I pretty much put an end to that vodka drinking. So, it's the last time he drank vodka
Okay.
that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I need to get some water. I have a terrible tickle in the throat.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say to help.
Yeah, she was just saying that about 6 months, maybe a year ago, there was a prior ambulance call up there where it was maybe heat stroke, but Steve said that he thinks he might have accidentally drank some kind of fluid from the garage while working on a car.
What happened with that ambulance call? Because they
I
didn't
actually had a
know if
vehicle
he drank
that-
fluid.
Back then I actually had Wes's vehicle to follow him to the hospital, so
Okay. But did they find that he had drank any fluid?
yeah.
Okay. And what did they say? What was
The
the
doctor
outcome of
didn't
that?
tell me what kind of fluid it was. I was like,
Steve didn't tell you?
No. So
How would he accidentally drink fluid from
I don't know.
the garage?
I don't know. That's what I said.
What was he acting like when that happened?
He was stumbling around, acting like he had heat stroke type thing.
Okay. Are you familiar with heat stroke? Have you seen people have heat stroke before?
Since I moved here, yeah.
Okay.
A couple times, but not really.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess I'm just wondering, I mean, if somebody were to say to me, these are the signs of heat stroke, I wouldn't know. I have not experienced anybody with heat stroke. So I'm just wondering how you
dizziness,
would know. Okay. How do you know all that, though?
Control. I Googled it.
Okay. When did you Google that?
God, the first time I ended up calling an ambulance.
So like 6 months to a year ago?
Yeah. It'll mimic poisoning, I read. This time I read.
What do you mean this time?
Because the doctor said it looked like he drank antifreeze or had antifreeze in his system. So I Googled it and it had the same symptoms as heat stroke.
Okay. When did you Google that?
The day he was in the hospital. The day he went.
Okay.
And the day when I finally got there and found out that
Who told
he
you?
ingested something.
Who told you?
The doctor.
What doctor?
I don't. Same doctor that treated me with my bug bites.
What hospital?
Trinity.
The ER doctor or?
Yeah. He
So-
said it was just ingrown hairs and a headache.
Okay. What
But-
this doctor's name? So he treated you and Steve. You don't know his name?
No.
When did he?
It's all my paperwork at home.
Okay.
My paperwork for my ingrown hairs and little headache.
Okay. So this doctor, what does he say? How does he know that there's something that...
Because apparently he did a blood test by the time I got there. It took me about 2 hours to walk there. But I got picked up I was almost there to the hospital.
Who picked you up?
A friend of Steve's. An older lady that he knew.
What's her name?
Lindsay? Laura? Stuff like that. She recognized me from you know, she rode her bike there, and Steve introduced us.
Rode her bike where?
To our place.
Okay. So she had come to your apartment before?
Yeah.
And you met her there. And where did she see you this day?
On the road.
You were
on Broadway. I was walking on Broadway. I was just made it to Billy's and Lynn's.
Okay. What were you going to do with Billy and Lynn's?
I begged him to take me to the hospital.
Okay.
From there. But they were busy, they said.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well,
and then this lady just happened to see you?
Yeah, she was driving by.
Okay.
And picked me up. I made it to Marketplace. She pulled into Marketplace and saw me. And said, where are you headed? I was like, to the hospital, to Steve. And she's like, Steve's in the hospital? Get in the damn truck.
Okay. So, you're saying all this happens at 2, but he went back to the airport at 8 at night? Is that right?
This is the next day.
Right, but I understand that's the next day, but where I left off basically was we're at the airport still at 2. So I'm just wondering, Steve went back to the airport at 8 o'clock that night, 6 hours later.
No.
Steve did not go back to the airport at 8.
Wes's son was there.
Wes's son has been at the airport every time that this flight is going to come in? He's been there at 11, he's been there at 2, and now he's there at 8?
No, he was there at the 11 one.
You said he was.
No, the 2 o'clock one. I don't know if he was there at the 11 o'clock one, though. Because I wasn't there. He rode his bike to the 11 o'clock one.
Okay. Okay. So I'm confused, because I wrote that he didn't go to the airport because he was really sick at 11, and Wes's son went.
No. He rode his bike to the 11 o'clock one.
Okay.
That's why I thought he had heat stroke.
Okay.
Because he was drinking beer all day, he was working in the garage, he was spray painting his truck, you know, with the doors and the windows closed, and barely drinking any water. And he rode his bike there and back, and I figured it just...
Okay.
They were right, that was heat stroke by the time Wes was taking us to the 2 o'clock one. Does that answer that?
Yeah, I'm just,
That's why I was thinking that his son was right. That Wes and his son was right, it was heat stroke.
So nobody goes to the airport at 8 o'clock at night? Is that right?
His son, Wes's son was there.
Son.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the 8 o'clock one, waiting.
Am I wrong that I'm understanding this the way I'm understanding it?
No, she did backtrack when we got times off. She did come back and say that Steve rode his bike at 11 a.m. and then rode back home because the lawyer was a no-show.
Okay.
Got an email saying that he should be there at 2 p.m.
Everybody goes
And then
at 2.
everybody goes at 2.
But I have an 8 p.m. here. 11, 2, and 8 p.m.
Yeah. And then she's saying that at 8 p.m. nobody went up there but Shannon.
Okay. What's his son? You
Correct.
mean?
Or yeah.
Okay.
Steve was too sick at that time. He was laying on the couch.
And nobody shows up again from the lawyer.
Yep. There was nobody there, according to Wes's.
And Steve is not communicating with the lawyer at all at this point?
Yep.
Who is the lawyer communicating with?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was wondering the same thing.
Okay. So no one knows who's communicating with the lawyer, but somebody is because he says he's coming back at 8, and so somebody goes there at 8, right?
Yeah. That's pretty much when I got mad.
You got mad at who?
Wes.
Okay.
I was
And
like,
that's
I
where
don't
you
really give a
kicked
damn
Wes
about the
out?
lawyer showing up at now.
Okay.
I told him I don't give a damn if the lawyer shows up with the money or not. I'll contact you through a lawyer when I give him the paperwork for the property. And when he gets the money for the property, we will go through the lawyer to give it to you.
Okay.
From here on out. That's what I said to Wes. If he gets his inheritance. And I basically kicked him out from there.
Because when Steve was at home for the 8 p.m. flight, laying on the couch
Mhm.
sick, Wes was there with you guys, and it was just Wes at that point?
Yes.
Okay. So after you kicked Wes out,
I started rapping. That's when Steve stripped down naked, pretty much.
okay.
Half naked. And started crawling on his hands and feet to the bed. I was like, babe, just let me call the hospital. He's like, no, I just need some sleep. But I ain't drunk. I ain't drunk.
Was he drinking?
Yeah, the beer. All day.
How much do you think he had to drink?
Almost a whole case.
From what time to what
There was
time?
3 beers left. I looked in the case.
And when you say case, you mean a 24-pack?
Yep.
Of what?
Cooler's Light.
Regular size cans?
Yeah, 12 ounce.
So he drank almost a whole case of beer from what time to what time?
I have no clue.
You don't know when he started drinking?
Pretty much when he got out of bed.
Do you remember what time that was?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
It was early. The birds were chirping and
Okay. What
it
time
was
did
barely daylight.
What time did he stop drinking?
Right before he went to take a shower to meet up with his lawyer with Wes and me
At 2.
at 2.
So he consumed almost a case of beer in...
Oh, he can drink more than that. I've seen him drink a couple cases.
But on that day...
Yeah, it was a case of beer.
From probably 6 or 7 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, so 5 to 6 hours? Does that sound right?
Probably.
Okay. Did you drink anything else?
Just the glass of water that I brought him. And his tea. I made iced tea because he begged for iced tea. That's pretty much it. Glass of tea and a glass of ice water. He came in a couple times to cool off in front of the airport, in the front of the air conditioner, while I was working on the truck with Link, I think.
Okay. So you made iced tea?
Yeah.
And he was outside working on the truck on Sunday in between the airport stuff? Or earlier in the day, or what? You said he came in to cool off and stuff.
Yeah.
When was that?
He was out spray painting it and putting spark plug wires on, for what I saw. And
on Sunday afternoon?
morning through.
Okay.
Other than him riding his bike, you know, that was the only time he wasn't working on the truck or out in the garage.
Okay. Did he eat anything that day?
I tried to get him to eat some tuna melts.
He wouldn't eat?
He ate like a quarter of it.
Was he not hungry, or was he saying anything? Just he didn't want to eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I yelled at him, "You better eat. You promised me you'd take care of yourself."
Okay.
But he's like, "I'm not hungry." And he slammed out the door.
Okay.
Went back to work on his truck.
What time was that at? Ish.
I want to say around 12:30, maybe. think it was 12:30.
Okay.
Okay. And he was out there working on it with Link, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I started going out there and checking on him, yeah, Link was out there helping him.
Okay.
And Billy and Conrad were there.
Who's Conrad?
I don't know.
Just a friend of Steve's, or?
I guess
Okay.
someone I wouldn't like Billy. I don't know.
Had you met Conrad before?
Not really.
Okay.
On a passing.
Okay. Do you know his last name?
No.
Did he show up with Link? Or did he
Showed
show
up
on
with
his
Billy.
own? He showed up with Billy. Okay.
And they were rooting through Steve's old engine that was on the yellow cart in front of the garage.
Okay.
And rooting through his tools, and they were basically rooting through everything, looking for metals for, I'm assuming, junkyard place, or the metal where Billy takes metals to get weighed and get
Scraps, okay. Okay.
What time is it?
12:46.
Oh.
So then, after you kick Wes out, he's the last one there, right? It's just you and Steve that night. And what happened? Steve, you said he crawls to the bedroom and goes to sleep.
Mhm.
Okay. What time was that at? Roughly. What time you kicked Wes out?
It was around that 8 o'clock
Okay.
appointment to meet his lawyer, because Wes just got off the phone with his son.
Okay. So Steve went to bed.
Yeah. Well, he wanted me to help him to the shower, but I couldn't lift him up. And I was like, well, I can wrap you up in some cold towels. And he's like, yeah, please. And I have to pee, so that's when I pretty much came up with one container with iced tea, one container with ice water, and one container for his pee.
Okay.
Because I couldn't get him to the bathroom.
What kind
And
of
he
containers
started
were they?
using the one container of juice container for his urinal, and I kept the other two in the living room with ice water.
Okay. Just like cups,
And I kept
glasses,
switching them out.
bottles.
You know, he'll take a drink of tea, and then after tea, I made him drink more water than tea. Does that make any sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I soak his towels, re-soak his towels in cold water from the sink, and wrap them up. His arms and his innards here. And at first he could tolerate it in between his legs, and then he started getting too cold down there.
Okay.
So I quit putting it down there.
Hey, Erin, can you step out? Sure.
Yeah.
We'll just hang out for her just so we don't have to play catch up again. So make it easier. I think that's a little fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 5 to 6 minutes fast. So what do you do over there? Housekeeping or front desk or
Housekeeping.
housekeeping?
Today was supposed to be my day off, but she asked if I wanted to come in
What's that? Oh, she asked if you wanted to come in.
for a couple hours to help out finish the rooms.
Yeah. Who's your boss over there?
Hmm?
Who's your boss over there? I know a couple of people, I guess, that work there, but
Laura?
I don't know her. So you said your first day was on Saturday, huh?
Oh, her name was Lindsay.
Oh, okay.
His friend that picked me up. Lindsay?
I don't know Lindsay either, I guess. You said your first day was Saturday, though? Or Friday? Saturday?
Must have been.
Yeah. Liking it?
Yeah. I've done it before. I worked at the Hampton.
Oh, okay.
So when I built Steve up, I made him do that confession thing, saying he's never gonna do drugs and
Sure.
get out of that life.
Yeah. We waited this time so we didn't have to backtrack.
So he's getting tea and water, cold towels.
Mm-hmm.
Is he talking? Is he
Yep.
conscious?
Yeah.
Okay. What's he saying? Is he sick? Is he throwing up?
He just kept telling me I didn't get drunk.
Okay. But you said he was drunk.
Huh?
You said,
I don't know if he was drunk or not.
okay. You said he drank
I've
a case
seen
of
him-
beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
And he kept saying, I'm not drunk? Why would he say that?
I don't know. Because maybe he looked drunk. I don't know.
Okay. Was he sick? Was he physically sick, like throwing up?
At that time, yes.
Where was he throwing up?
In the tub that I used for his urinal. Juice tub.
Okay.
It's still sitting on the dresser.
What kind of juice tub?
Plastic juice tub from the dollar store.
Oh, like a jug.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was throwing up. I guess I don't understand. Like, what's the opening like on the juice? Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Juice?
You talking about just like a regular juice container?
Yeah. You know those.
I don't know what a regular juice container is.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, does it have like a pour spout opening on it, or is it just open?
With those lids, that close and lock, open.
Like a pitcher?
Yeah. Pitcher.
Oh, okay. So not like a gallon jug,
No,
like
no,
you
no.
buy, but where you make.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
where I was.
We bought 3 of them.
Okay.
One for ice water and one for juice.
Okay.
Don't remember what the third one was supposed to be for, but.
Okay.
Oh, iced tea. And I used the juice container that he mixes.
Okay.
You know that flavored water stuff that go in, yeah.
Okay.
For his urinal and his puke bucket.
So, when you find out this is supposedly poisoning now, what are your first thoughts?
Tell me that again?
You said the doctor told you it was he was maybe poisoned.
Yeah.
What is the first things that come to your mind when you hear that?
This is not what I'm hearing. I don't know. This can't be real. How the hell would that happen?
Okay.
Pretty much those words were running through my head, and that's basically what came out of my mouth. Can you tell me that one more time, doctor?
Okay. And then what? Do you think of anyone in particular?
That's when his friend, Laura, says it's okay. We'll find out more when.
So she was there when the doctor said it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She heard the doctor say that?
Yeah.
You don't know Laura's last name or anything?
No.
Do you know where she lives?
No. I didn't know her that well, just the one time she rode her bike and she was overheating and she needed a place to cool down.
Okay. So after the doctor says this, then are you thinking like eventually like who could have done this? Who would have done that to Steve?
That's what I was saying. I was like, this can't be real. I mean.
Okay. But I know you had said to me you thought Wes or Billy would do it.
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
Because they're nasty people.
Okay. But what would they gain from Steve dying?
Wes, he'd pretty much lose everything, so no, I could see him doing something sexual towards him,
Okay.
but not drugging him.
Okay.
Billy or Conrad, yes.
What would they gain?
Seeing Steve not getting his inheritance,
Okay.
stealing his truck, because Billy's pretty much every time him and Lynn put Steve in jail, they actually stole stuff out of his truck or his vehicle that
Okay.
Steve's owned. Just before we moved into the apartment, Steve had a Toyota 4Runner.
Mm-hmm.
All that was wrong with it was the tires were flat.
Okay.
And every single part on that Toyota was gone.
Okay.
The engine, it was up on blocks behind the townhouses out at the old Raider base. The engine was missing. Underneath was missing, it was stripped and he didn't even give Steve a week to come get it.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't even a couple days. We were in the apartment. He went out there to go get it, and
So what would they get
That's
out of
when
it?
you
Though?
found-
Getting the truck? That's all they would get? And the fact that then Billy would, I mean, Steve.
I don't know. I don't know how
Okay.
Billy thinks. He's messed up in the head. They're nasty
Yeah.
people. I'm telling you. But that's the only.
I'm not doubting that they're nasty. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to wrap my head around who
But
would
then
gain
again,
something
I don't see
from
him
this.
really doing that. I could see Lynn more, and she wasn't even there.
Okay.
She's more the I'll poison you type person, you know,
Okay.
than Billy. Billy will just wait until you go to sleep and then steal from
Okay.
you, right? Type person.
Okay. So as far as you and Steve,
So
how
that's why I'm
was-
thinking maybe Steve did it to himself because he couldn't face Wes, his sons. You know that the inheritance wasn't real; it was a hoax. He finally realized it was
Okay.
a joke on him, or you know, it wasn't real.
Do you
Maybe.
think the money's real?
I hope for Steve's sake it was, but it was too fishy for me. And yeah, it's funky town, kind of like west of the property.
Yeah.
You know, it's too weird.
Did Steve ever say when he got the money that he was gonna leave? He was gonna go anywhere? He was gonna leave you? He was gonna give you some money and be done? Anything like that?
He was off and on, yeah, when we got into fights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he gonna make sure you got money?
No.
Okay.
Because I kept telling him I don't want it.
Okay.
Other than the money you bled for me from making me walk in 55 below, that's what I made him promise me give back to me when I bailed him out of jail.
Okay.
But I didn't even want that no more when we got into fights. I was like, nope, I don't want it.
But you said you wanted a car.
Yeah.
So were you hoping that he'd at least give you some money for a vehicle?
No.
Okay.
No. I could put myself, I can, he knows I can survive without him.
Okay.
I have survived without him while he was in jail.
Okay.
I have scraped up money when he left me for the went to Devil's Lake with that lady.
Yep.
I have put my rent back together.
Okay.
I have paid my power bill back together.
Did he go live with her there in Devil's Lake?
Yeah.
How long was he gone there?
Before she turned him in to jail, I want to say 2 or 3 months, maybe 2.
Oh,
2
so
months.
several months. Okay.
Yeah.
So he just came back here before summer? Because
Yeah.
you said those. Okay, so that was fairly recent that he was with this
Yeah.
lady. Okay.
I guess, I don't know.
Okay.
My brain usually makes everything run into it. The whole 13 years is like me. Could have happened yesterday. I could have got off the bus in my memory and walked into the motel. So I don't know.
So obviously, I mean,
I have frontal lobe damage, so everything runs into, you know.
okay.
There's no. I just know years. The year we got together, the year we moved out from Williston to here, type thing.
Okay.
But everything's like mush.
Okay. So, as far as money goes, I mean, I know we've talked to a lot of people, and everyone said that you and Steve, basically, it was, you said, you know, you guys were basically married. You had been together for a long time.
That's what's, yeah.
Were you expecting that if something, I mean, you would get
No.
money?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I would have given it to his ex-wives because they deserve it way more than I did.
Okay.
Because they were actually married.
Okay.
And I understand where they are coming from now. You know, Because Cheryl stabbed him, I guess.
Is that one of his ex-wives?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his first ex-wife. She literally stabbed him. Melissa won't talk to him at all. Put a restraining order against him.
Okay.
So, I don't know. But I understand where they come from now. You know, he's so stubborn and pig-headed.
Okay.
When he gets in that mindset, I'm gonna do what I want when I want, and nobody's gonna say different type thing. He gets into that type thing.
Okay.
I don't care what nobody says. But that's when he loses faith and everything.
Okay.
That's how he deals with depression. Not like, I don't think he'd actually kill himself. I think he'd dive deeper in like Billy type area.
So you don't think Steve would actually do anything to himself? You don't think he would drink?
If
Something
he
like
did, like I said, I could see him doing it as a dare.
Okay.
You know, I bet you $1 you wouldn't drink that.
Okay.
Type kid behavior type stuff. Like I'm a teenager still in his head. But other than that,
Were you guys planning on moving out of the apartment at all?
yep.
When was that going to happen?
The second he got his money, that's
Okay.
what he wanted to do. Drop
Where-
off his truck
Where
to
were you
his
guys
son.
going to move?
We weren't going to move anywhere yet. We were going to drop off his truck to his son,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were going to go to Vegas. He kept going back and forth from Vegas to Ireland. He wanted to get married in Ireland at first, and then he wanted to get married in Vegas. Ireland, Vegas, Ireland, Vegas.
Okay.
And
Were you guys getting ready to move though?
vacation.
You were getting ready.
Steve wanted to go on a long road trip vacation type thing.
So no, you were not getting ready to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wanted to put cameras in the apartment, security cameras from like SRT,
Okay.
and in the garage, and he wanted to go on a road trip.
Okay.
Look at property, look at houses. He talked about going to New York, finding my cousin.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just stupid stuff like that.
Okay.
Go back to Washington, playing the game on his sister's, road trip. Just
So on the morning that you end up calling the ambulance in the afternoon, what is Steve doing overnight? Is he sick? Is he sleeping? What's happening?
back and forth. He wakes up having to go pee.
Okay.
I bring him the urinal. He pee.
So he's communicating with
Yeah.
you. Okay.
And then I empty the pee out,
Mm-hmm.
and I give him the water jug at that point.
Okay. Is he drinking alcohol?
No, just water and tea all night, that night. He doesn't really like water, so that's why I had to mix it tea and water. Give him the tea first while he's peeing, and then I put the tea up and give him the water.
Okay.
And then while I'm emptying the juice, the tub of pee
Mm-hmm.
in the toilet, he was drinking the water.
Okay.
He could hold his head up. He could, hold the
He
container.
could or could not?
He could.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said he'd be just fine.
He said he would be fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let him sleep a couple more hours. And I really gotta get going.
Okay. So I just have a lot of concerns here, okay, and I'm just going to be honest with you. You told the paramedics when they were there that morning or afternoon that he had been drinking till 5 in the morning, that he had been consuming alcohol. That's on body cam. Okay, you said he was drinking all day the day before and that he drank his last drink at 5 a.m. Okay, and now you're telling me
tea.
he didn't drink. That's not what you say on this video. okay?
I want to see this video.
Okay, well, I'm not going to show you the body cam. I'm just telling you that that's what's on there. There's reports that Wes came to the house that morning, and you said that
Yes.
Steve was at the walk-in clinic. He wasn't at
Because
the
that's
walk-in
what
clinic.
Steve didn't want to see Wes anymore.
Okay, but Steve
At
wasn't
all.
at the walk-in clinic.
He was at the hospital.
He wasn't at the hospital. He wasn't anywhere yet. Because
He was
that's been
at the
verified. He
hospital.
wasn't when Wes was there, okay? We
He
found
just left with
Okay.
the ambulance when Wes showed up there.
that's not what's been reported to us. Wes was there prior to.
Yeah, the timestamps prove that.
I want a lawyer.
Okay, that's fine.
Am I being arrested?
Nope, you're not being arrested. We're just talking. So, but if you want a lawyer, we can stop talking right now. That's fine.
But I'm telling you the God honest truth. I don't know
we're
what
not-
happened. I wasn't there. I wish I was there. I wish I was with him every second of the day that day. I wish I watched every single, but I'm not his goddamn mom.
You asked for a lawyer, Ina, so we're just gonna end this now. Okay, I'm not gonna talk anymore. All right.
You guys are so unbelievable.
Police discovered the man did not suffer a heat stroke like Ina claimed, instead was poised with antifreeze. Police also had recorded evidence of Ina giving two different stories regarding how her boyfriend died. In 2024, Ina was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 25 years in prison for the murder of Stephen Riley Jr. According to detectives, Ina thought her boyfriend had just inherited $30 million, which was a lie he told that led to his murder.